Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, Flawless by Laura IOM. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to do this natural glass skin look. Okay, this is my new updated day look featuring no mascara and no brow product. So stay tuned if you're interested in finding out how to achieve this look. Right guys, so the first step to my new day look with a glass skin effect is having cleaned my face with some exfoliation, cleansing, toning, moisturising, eye cream. I'm going to start off with a primer. So usually I would make sure I use a primer that fits my skin tone. So usually I prefer a more matte primer or a primer that fills in my pores. Sometimes some of the serums that I have can be used in that way, or you can also have hydrating mists and sprays that can act as a primer. But if you're wanting a more dewy, glowy look, the glass skin effect, okay, then you need an illuminating primer, so a primer that's really going to bring that glow out. So I'm using the Estee Lauder, the Illuminator, which is a radiant perfecting primer and finisher. So this is going to be my base today. I really prefer to apply primer with a brush, so I am just using my smoothing face brush from Bare Minerals to apply this. So the best thing for me with regards to using brushes is I only need to put the smallest amount of product on my brush. So you can see here I haven't really put loads of the primer on the smoothing face brush. I'm just going to apply that to the middle. As per usual with primer, I prefer to just dot it onto the apples of my cheeks and round and across my forehead as well. I don't like to put primer on my nose, or obviously avoid the eye area. Once you sort of pat it into those areas, you can then use the smoothing face brush in circular buffing motions, okay, up to the hairline to apply it. Great. The second step is I am putting my concealer on, and I'm still using the Bare Minerals Complete Coverage Serum Concealer. So I'm not going to double dip with this, but I'm just going to dot a few dots under both my eyes from the same dip, okay, and a little bit down the nose as well, up to the forehead. I like to make a sort of little tree in the middle of my forehead there. Okay, so if you turn the wand, you'll be able to get plenty of product for these areas. Okay, so to blend my concealer out, I'm just using a flat foundation brush. I'm really going to make sure that I get right under my eye and bring it up. So for my current day look, I am not covering any of my spots with colour correcting or my maximum coverage concealer. I'm just staying real and just accepting my skin just as it is. So I do get spots, and that's cool. It's just a part of life. So I'm focusing on just bringing out my best at this present moment in time. So take your concealer and blend it right under the eye and up. Now, I am finding that this concealer for me tends to sit under my eye in any fine lines. So if you're quite young, this is probably not going to be an issue for you, but I've got fine lines under my eye, and at the moment when I do apply concealer under my eye, after a little while it's just tending to sit in a bit of a funny position. So I've taken a Peaches and Cream PC3 brush and just taking a little bit of translucent powder. Okay, so HD finishing powder from NYX Studio Photogenic, and there should be some on the lid, and taking that, and if there isn't I'm dipping in. Okay, so there's quite a bit on the brush, and then tapping the excess on into the palette, and I'm tapping it, so closing my eye, I'm just tapping it and pushing it just under my eye where I've applied the concealer. Okay, so to allow the concealer to sit where I've put it, and not collect in those fine lines under my eyes. Okay, so it's okay if it's collected a little bit or bunched up a little bit. You can sweep it away later on. Use a tinted moisturiser. So as you know, for my day look I always use a tinted moisturiser, and I'm still enjoying using my Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Hydrating Gel as my tinted moisturiser. There's a lot of added benefits to this, and it provides a nice light coverage, still letting my skin's natural glow come through, and of course it's got SPF 30 in it, which is important for preventing aging, or slowing down aging, shall we say. So again, I'm just going to take my smoothing face brush, which I used in step 1 to apply my primer, and I've applied a pea-sized blob of the hydrating gel onto the middle of the brush, and I'm going to tap this all across the jawline, around my mouth, up to where I've applied the concealer, and around my forehead too. And then down my nose. Okay, once you've done that, you can use your circular buffing motions into the neck, up into the hairline. And blending in the edges between your concealer and tinted moisturiser. Okay, so then I'm taking any excess that's left on my brush and just sweeping it across my eyebrow and onto my lid a little bit as well, just to make the surface tacky for the next step. Okay, so my next step is to take a fluffy blending brush, PC10 from Peaches and Cream, and I'm going to be dipping it into my bronzer that I'm going to be using on my cheeks later on, but I'm going to use this as an eyeshadow. So you can dip it in, because I'm just going for a really natural look at the moment, I'm really making sure I tap my excess off as well. So start on the outer edge, on the contour, and just push any of the product you've collected onto there. I'm then sweeping back and forth across the crease, okay, and then circular motions over the whole lid. And then over the edges just a little bit, above the crease and up to the brow bone. So it's just really just a nice natural glow. Okay, so I'm going to do the same on the other side. Right, so my next step is to take some highlighter. So I'm just going to take my Spotlight by Contour Cosmetics, the one with 3 different highlighters in it. And I could use any 3 of these, but at the moment I'm really into the golden one called Mink. So I'm going to take a pencil brush, okay, which is PC7. Okay, so it's a nice small round brush, and I'm going to take a little bit of Mink and put it under my brow. Okay, I'm going to dip it in again and place some highlighter in the inner corners of my eye. Next step is to just put a little bit of bronzer in. So I'm going to be using my Contour Rocks. I'm not going to be swirling it in too much, but I've dipped it in, and I'm going to use that amount on both sides. So I'm going to just sweep it halfway up my cheek and right under my cheekbone on both sides. Okay, and then into that C shape, up into the hairline, in the middle as well of the forehead. Just blending those in. Okay, with it being spring, my next step is just a little bit of blush. And I've got the Clinique Pink Love Blushing Blush Powder. I'm just going to take a blusher brush, sweep it over, and just a little bit. So pressing very lightly, circular motions on the apples of the cheeks. And you want to push and blend that upwards and just to match a little bit above where you've put the bronzer. So it's not too heavy or too much, just there, a little hint of blusher. So now for a bit of highlighting on the face, I'm going to take PC17 and the same Mink highlighter from Contour Cosmetics Spotlight palette, and make sure I just place enough of it over the whole of the tip of PC17. Again, I'm going to tap any excess off. I just want to lightly dust. I can go crazy with highlighter, I love it. Just dust it over the top of the cheekbone on both sides. As I said, I can usually go crazy with highlighter, but I just want something quite subtle at the moment. Okay, I'm going to dip in again and just brush it down my nose to the tip of my nose, following that tree shape I made earlier on my forehead, and then onto the Cupid's bow as well, above the lip, and then on my chin and slightly under the lip as well. Last step is to apply a nice hydrating mist. So before I do that, I am going to just sweep off all the excess powder from before, where I've tried to set under my eye so I don't get those fine lines. I've swept all of that away. Lovely. Okay. Because I already have quite creasy skin, I'm not going to use a hydrating setting spray. However, if you've got more normal skin or dry skin, I would at this point. I'm just going to apply a matte finish NYX finishing spray over the top of this whole look. Okay, so just let that set. Once that's set and soaked into the skin, I'm then just going to put a little bit of loose finishing powder on. So taking the HD Studio Photogenic translucent finishing powder from NYX and a really nice big face brush, PC4 from Peaches and Cream. Okay, again, there should be some product already on the lid and you want to brush that onto the brush. You can take more by dipping it in and then just using the lid as a little foreground or space to maneuver the brush in circular motions and try and pick up as much loose translucent face powder as you can across the whole dome surface of the powder brush. So I'm actually going to put this all over, apart from under my eye and of course around the eye area, so obviously not. And to do it, I'm just going to buff it and pat it in, so I'm not going to sweep at all, okay? I am going to put it over the cheeks and down the nose as well. Okay, so Caesar, little love, sit. So that is my finished look. So no eyebrow product, okay. So I get my eyebrows tinted once a month. So I've skipped, at the moment I'm skipping putting any product on my brows. Also skipping the use of any mascara, because I've got LVL lashes, and it makes for a nice quick routine in the morning for my day look. It's very natural, it's very glowy, it's fast, it allows you to be able to get on with your day and just spend more of your life away from the mirror. So I'm really enjoying this look at the moment, and a sort of natural glass skin effect, okay, and I'm not stressing myself out over trying to cover any of the spots that I do have on my face. They're there. I've used tinted moisturiser on them, okay. They've received some love with my cleanse tone moisturize routine for my skincare regime, and they'll go away in their own time. So that's just where I'm at the moment. Hope you enjoyed my updated day look and natural glass skincare routine. My biggest take home from this for you guys is there's no shortcut for glass skin, really. So it's all about your routine with your skincare, with your cleanse, tone and moisturise at the very least. I do exfoliate, I do use eye cream as well. And I also have a different cream for nighttime. So making sure that you have a good skin routine that you're using consistently, and all the other lifestyle factors such as making sure you're getting enough sleep, making good diet choices as best you can, and also exercising and getting fresh air. All of these things combined is really going to help you achieve that glass skin look or that natural skin look. And I'm just sort of more in that place with it being summer. I do want to spend more time with my family and my friends. I want to be able to work more when I need to, get out there doing things that I want to achieve, such as exercising or relaxing, having more time for myself, doing the things I need to do in my home. So anything I can do to cut down my skincare routine at the moment allows me the space and the time to do those things. So I'm really enjoying a more stripped back day look. Okay guys, last thing that I'd like to say is, as a final touch to my updated day look, I am enjoying still using my NYX Rêve Miel Ultra Nourishing Lip Balm. Excuse my French. I applied a tiny amount of this before I put my makeup on, and I quite enjoy putting on browns and nude lipsticks at the moment for daytime, or just using that lip balm. Thank you so much for watching my video today on how to achieve a natural gloss look. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Flawless by Laura IOM. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram, all by the same name. Till next time guys, bye!